Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the most complete spoken English course on YouTube, where you learn English without boring grammar, without textbooks, and without stress. Here, you learn by listening to real-life stories and answering simple questions that will boost your fluency. Today's story is called My Roommate Stole My Notes Before the Exam. Let's begin. It was the final week before midterm exams. The atmosphere on campus was intense. Everyone was studying, reviewing notes, and staying up late. For me, it was all about one exam: advanced psychology. It was the most difficult subject I had that semester, and the professor, Dr. Kaplan, was known for tricky questions and unexpected topics. I had been preparing for weeks. Every night, after my classes and part-time job, I would sit down and review my notes. I had color-coded summaries, charts, diagrams, and flashcards. Everything was organized in one blue binder. That binder became my treasure. My roommate, Josh, was also in the same class, but he hadn't been studying much. He often said things like, "I work best under pressure," or "I'll just pull an all-nighter before the exam." I warned him it wasn't a good idea, but he just laughed. 2 days before the test, I noticed my binder wasn't on my desk. At first, I thought I had misplaced it. I searched the room, under the bed, inside my backpack, even in the kitchen. Nothing. I asked Josh if he had seen it. He shrugged and said, "Nope." But something about the way he said it felt off. That night, while he was out, I checked his side of the room, and there it was, hidden under a pile of laundry. My blue binder. I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. Should I confront him? Tell the professor? Let it go? When Josh came back, I confronted him directly. He looked surprised at first, then defensive. "Look," he said, "I just needed it for a bit. I was going to return it." "But you lied," I said. "You said you hadn't seen it." He didn't respond. I was angry, but more than that, I felt betrayed. We had been living together for almost a year. I trusted him. I took my binder back and left the room. I needed air. The next day, he tried to act like everything was normal. He even asked if I wanted to study together. I said no. The exam day arrived. I did my best. I answered every question with confidence, thanks to my preparation. Josh looked tired, stressed. After the test, he didn't say a word to me. Later that week, the grades were posted. I passed with an A. Josh barely passed. We never talked about the binder again. Our friendship changed after that. We still shared a room, but things were never the same. I learned something important. Trust is hard to build and easy to break. Now, it's time for your quiz. Let's test how much you understood from the story. Remember, answer out loud, and you have 5 seconds to respond after each question. Ready? Let's go. What is the main character studying for? Advanced psychology. Why was the exam so important? Because it was the most difficult subject of the semester. What kind of notes did the narrator have? Color-coded summaries, charts, diagrams, and flashcards in a blue binder. What did Josh usually say about studying? That he worked best under pressure and would study the night before. How did the narrator realize the binder was missing? They couldn't find it on their desk and searched the entire room. Where did the narrator find the binder? Hidden under Josh's laundry. How did Josh respond when confronted? He said he just needed it for a bit and was going to return it. How did the narrator feel after the confrontation? angry, and betrayed. What happened on the exam day? The narrator felt confident and did well. Josh looked tired and stressed. What was the final outcome for their friendship? It changed and was never the same again. Great job. Even if you didn't get all the answers, remember, the goal is to practice speaking and listening. Now let's go over some vocabulary from today's story. Let's take a closer look at some key words and expressions from the story. Binder, a folder for holding papers and notes. Example, I keep all my class notes in one binder. Pull an all-nighter, to stay awake all night studying or working. Example, she pulled an all-nighter before her final exam. Betrayed, to feel hurt because someone you trusted did something wrong. Example, he felt betrayed when his friend lied to him. Confront, to face someone and talk about a problem directly. Example, she confronted her coworker about the missing report. Shrugged, to lift your shoulders to show you don't know or don't care. Example, he just shrugged when asked about the problem. Defensive, acting as if you are being attacked, even if you're not. Example, he got defensive when I asked a simple question. Air. In the story, needing air means needing space to calm down or think. Example, after the argument, I went outside to get some air. Stress. Mental pressure or worry. Example, she was feeling a lot of stress before the test. Preparation. The process of getting ready for something. Example, his preparation helped him succeed in the interview. Trust. Belief that someone is honest and reliable. Example, it takes time to build trust in a friendship. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. You are doing something amazing by learning English with stories. If you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends so more people can enjoy these stories and learn English the easy way. This is Docentes DigitalesTV, where you learn to speak English fast, easy, and with confidence. See you in the next video.